Once again, you can observe me looking forward while insisting that Marybelle move into the water with me. There's a fine line of insistence and letting them do it themselves. I'm so surprised to see Franny stepped into the water without any prompting. But of course, she wants attention, so she will follow me into the water. I shouldn't be that surprised. Marybelle sets herself. She knows it's going to happen, that she's got to do it. So I let her get into position to take her big leap into the water. She does a beautiful U-turn and helps herself out at the steps.
Marybelle? Marybelle?
Okay, a little insistence. Then I let her get set up. And there she goes.
All right, ready? Ready? Come.
One last leap into the water. And by the way, this is how I get dogs to learn how to jump out of the vehicle as well. You have to bring them right to the edge so there's no point of return. Let them set themselves up to jump, and then let them finish the jump without tension. For some reason, Marybelle wanted to swim to the end of the pool, and while that's not my intention, I just let her work through it without offering a lot of vocalization. It was out of frame a bit, but she did try to get out on the side. And then I remarked that she remembered something. She didn't try for more than just a second, and then she remembered where the steps were and helped herself out. I insisted Marybelle get back onto the first step instead of running to hide under a chaise lounge. She's sweetly staying there on the first step while I take Red Girl out to the middle and send her on home.
Good job.
And as you might imagine, we'll do this 3 times. Second time, we're going out a little further. And I'm not making her jump into the water like I did Marybelle. Because I'm using her love for attention to let me pick her up and take her to where I want her to start her return back to the steps. Marybelle is too big and too panicky for me to hold like I was holding Franny.
Very good. Good job.
All right, taking another approach with Miss Marybelle. Instead of being in the water with her, I drop her in on the side as if she fell in or was bumped in, and let her find her way back to the steps.
Very good.
Attempt number 2, a little further out. And I give her the rope she needs. And the reason I have the rope on her is so I can redirect her if she were to become too confused. Third attempt. Just going to turn in a little circle there. It's so important to be quiet and let dogs figure things out for themselves until you're certain they can't help themselves. All right, now, Miss Franny's turn. I'm going to have her start from the other end. Simultaneously, we're working on this thing with Miss Franny, trying to encourage her to not roll over onto her back to receive attention. So I'm had her sit up, nice and pretty, and then I picked her up. And starting from the furthest that she ever has, all the way in the other end of the pool. It's important for me to be anywhere and everywhere while I try to teach them how to get out of this pool so that no unexpected detail can't be overcome in a real life situation. Whether people are not in the pool, whether people are in the pool, what end of the pool people are in, I try to give a little variation with every repetition. Frannie always does so well, just instinctively knowing what to do and where to go.
3. 3.
Once again, I'm so fortunate that she's so desperate for attention. I was able to call her down to the end of the pool. We finish our third repetition of her and I swimming together from one end to the other. Now I've changed the viewpoint to the other end of the pool to show where I have placed yellow flags on each side of the pool's end, or I should say the pool's beginning. Frannie, being so composed, really only needs some repetition in seeing the yellow flags. I have faith that she'll make a note of it, and it may help her in the future to look for the flags. But Marybelle, on the other hand, she's got to really study this. And so I'm placing a treat at the base of each flag, and then we step into the first step on the pool, and I release her to go get those treats. She saw where I put the treats, and I told her to leave it because I wanted her to get in the pool and then be released to go get her treats. In this way, I'm having her target the flags. I want her to see where I put the treats in location to the flag. We're going to do this 3 times. It's very tedious, but it's important to take the time to do this from the same step both times. I want it made as simple as possible so her brain can focus on the location and the existence of the yellow flags. We have a new placement of treats and an unexpected visitor, but that won't hinder us at all. All right, send Marybelle out to get one of the treats. It did not go as expected. I had to show her where the treat was, or better yet, remind her. Giving it another go, we still have a treat at the other flag. So I put her in the pool on the other side this time. She now remembered where it was. And Franny for one last show off. This time we have the fountains going. That's going to conclude her third lesson. Franny hasn't much left to do for her lessons, but on the fourth, I hope to get Marybelle out of her life jacket.